She undresses a mannequin and redresses it like a toddler playing dress-up. Throws clothing around like it's laundry day.
I feel uncomfortable eating food in public.
2-foot-long gummy snake. My insulin is crying just looking at it. A donut shop? Miss O'Brien, haven't you put this poor girl through enough? Welcome back to Calorie Court, where every plate is evidence, self-diagnoses are dismissed, and the defense is usually too busy eating to object. Today's case, the people versus glitter and lasers. This defendant is not summoned by one angry commenter. She was subpoenaed by a chorus of side eyes, comment section conspiracies, and snark threads longer than her Instagram captions. So today, we ask the jury, who is AnnaOBrien, and why does she leave such a bad taste in the internet's mouth? Miss O'Brien, are you a misunderstood influencer or a manipulative myth maker? The jury is out for now. Your Honor would like to state for the record, this trial is for commentary and entertainment purposes only. No harassment, no stalking, no pitchforks, but public perception, that's admissible. Miss O'Brien is not just an influencer, she's a full-blown case file. The people versus glitter and lasers is not just about calories, it's about credibility, delusion, and one big medical mystery. The evidence. Exhibit 1. The liposuction arc.
Hi, my name's Anna, and I have lipedema, and tomorrow I'm having lipedema removal surgery.
Anna claims that her fat, over 300 pounds of it, is unburnable. She claims to have done it all, exercise, cardio, home cooking, and controlled diet. But due to lipedema, the only option was to suck it out surgically. But here's the thing, her diet barely changed. Sure, she walks more than the average super obese influencer, but she's still sipping caffeinated milkshakes and absorbing cotton candy like it's part of the prescription. Previously, she started weight loss medication and lost visible weight. But there was little transparency. Audiences believed that it was willpower and quinoa, when in reality, she was partnered with a weight loss company. Maybe there was a one-liner disclosed in the video description, but left the eyes. Her loyal audience missed the memo. It wasn't until much later that she admitted to using the meds. She rubbed some people the wrong way. Delayed transparency is one thing, but strategic concealment, that's another. Then came the lipo.
Sweet Caroline.
She worked with the surgeon's office, claimed no payment from them, but did admit to receiving a discount. Again, buried disclosure, confused audience, and a glossy, I get this from my health narrative that skipped the fine print. And let's not forget that she had to stop the weight loss meds before the surgery, so without changing her habits, their weight was always coming back. Exhibit 2, the hobby graveyard, the lonely stop on a long journey of short-lived obsessions. Many of these hobbies are propped up by affiliate links and collaborations, just like her try-on fashion hauls and liposuction arc. Running.
I am a very slow runner and will probably be a slow runner for a very long time.
She swings her arms like a traffic cone in a hurricane. Hiking? Yeah, let's talk about it. Not only is she putting herself in dangerous situations, she's also risking the lives and safety of first responders and helicopter pilots. Skeptical viewers have even theorized she fakes her hiking stats. Yet she still asks her audience for recommendations. Her bucket list, every national park in the US. Good luck with that. Pole dancing, remember that one? Gone before the bruises even healed. Swimming, briefly dipped or splashed. Powerlifting, welcome to the current era. She recently posted a dramatic 400-pound trap bar deadlift. A 1-rep PR, captioned with ego and triumph. Ma'am, Of course you can lift heavy. You lift 450 pounds just getting out of bed every day. To quote that one old smart guy, mass moves mass. A major point of contention with her PR deadlift was the negligence of the wellness retreat Sky Cara, which she was partnering with and promoting to her audience. Miss O'Brien was in no condition to be lifting that kind of weight without proper training and practicing her form and technique. It really says a lot about that retreat if they encouraged this lift. But should we assume Anna didn't have a say in pushing the limit? Miss O'Brien called herself a fitness queen, but her form and mobility have yet to improve even after years of affiliated online coaching programs and 4 weeks at an overpriced wellness retreat. Speaking of coaching, in her current strong woman goals, there's nothing inherently wrong with that. In fact, most reaction channels had been supportive. This time, she found a legit coach, seems open to improvement, and actually listens to his advice. But these channels have longer memories than a goldfish. They know how Miss O'Brien is, so while they support this era, they remain skeptical. Let's not forget about her recent reel glorifying a carb load. Man, you don't need a carb load. You are the carb load. The pattern, it seems, is that each hobby era comes with affiliated links, discount codes, and teary captions, and ends with a quiet fade out. Exhibit 3. Mood Fabrication. Miss O'Brien is not just body positive. She weaponizes positivity. She performs main character energy so aggressively, it's hard to tell if she's joyful or possessed by a unicorn. Every video oozes with, "I love myself" mantras, but behind the sparkle, emotional exhaustion. She once claimed that young men threw food at her after her bikini photo appeared in a Gillette ad. The court is skeptical. Teenagers don't just toss McDonald's, they treasure those fries. It feels less like harassment and more like narrative inflation. She used this alleged incident to garner sympathy, then blamed the razor company for her harassment. With her entitlement on full display, she demanded they provide her with a therapist. Only later did we find out, surprise, this was connected to a BetterHelp sponsorship. And then we arrive at Target, the infamous deleted video where the mask slips. Again, the defendant asserts, or projects, that she understands local fashion needs better than the Target's district managers. She undresses a mannequin and redresses it like a toddler playing dress up, throws clothing around like it's laundry day, but the real crime unfolds in the snack aisle, specifically the protein snack aisle. She raids the shelves like a kid in a toy store, only it's not innocence, it's indulgence. What began as an attempt to be relatable and a projection of nutritional expertise ends in a snack haul with delusion and childlike theatrics. She frames it as nutrition, as health, but there's no structure, no plan, no post-workout, just a protein halo around needless snacking. Let's be honest, most protein snacks are just glorified candy bars with a whey, and the chips have enough sodium to make a bag of Lay's blush. Miss O'Brien, I thought you were concerned about inflammation and swelling. Her Target haul demonstrated another spiral, but with branding. Needless to say, calories in versus calories out still rules the court. But this isn't self-care, it's indulgence, marketed as wellness. Miss O'Brien's brand is wrapped in cliches like health at every size and living my best life. She grins ear to ear in every selfie, trying to inspire the overweight millennial crowd. But let's talk about this joy for a second. Real versus rehearsed. Psychology tells us fake it till you make it actually works. Smiling can trigger dopamine and serotonin, but this court believes this isn't mood regulation, it's mood inflation. She doesn't seem happy. She seems like a balloon on the verge of popping. The squeals, the dancing, the explosive enthusiasm, it's all turned up to 300, kind of like her LDL levels. And when the camera's off, The crash must be brutal. Lodged exhibit, caloric evidence. Let's go back in time, 4 years ago. Sure, time can heal, but the patterns remain. Mr. Brien posted a food therapy vlog with another YouTuber, claiming to face her fear of eating in public. A noble idea until you watch the video.
Journey this last year, and a lot of times that gets confused with a weight loss journey. It's not. One of the things I realized that I have a lot of discomforts around or doing, and that is part of the reason Katie is here for this video, is that I feel uncomfortable eating food in public.
Ma'am, where? You don't get to be your size by not eating in front of others.
These are the 3 F's you need to remember for today, guys. Food is fuel, food is fun, and food is free from regrets.
These two hit 11 different food and dessert stops in one day, tasting, devouring, and documenting like an Olympic sport. Katie reflects on the food. O'Brien inhales.
Okay, so what did you get us from Four Brothers?
I got
552 calories.
and I got
500 calories.
We are ready to indulge. We're gonna start with this because I got aggressive and I just went for one.
situation.
Oh, that's good. No cheese pull, but delicious taste. This sauce is like a cilantro ranch, which was very yummy. Very nice mouthfeel. Okay, so we're about to eat this arepa, which is going to be a mess. And I was thinking about this. We talked about like how uncomfortable sometimes it is to eat in public. Is this something you would feel comfortable eating in public normally?
Yes.
See, I would never eat this in public.
Oh, I roll Anna.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because it's messy, and I'm always like I spill stuff on myself all the time, and I have a fear of eating something and then getting food on me, and then having people think that I'm like dirty.
Your Honor instructs the jury to view Miss O'Brien's testimony with skepticism. Here, Katie tries to help Miss O'Brien keep her blouse stain-free.
Dip the head out, away from the
She's teaching me so many life skills right now.
Poor Katie probably didn't even realize the futility. At this point, Katie should get hazard pay.
I'm living my best life.
Next stop, Burrow Cheese Kitchen. Unfortunately, Katie shows some colors of delusion with this statement.
I'm gonna have some people coming at me, which is fine, but I don't think calorie counting is good for anyone. At all.
Anyone, Katie? Anyone?
People should focus on whole foods, like real foods.
Okay, I'll let her cook.
Like obviously eating a piece of chicken is better for you than eating the cotton candy.
Okay, sure. Sure, I can't be mad at that for the typical non-obese, non-food addicted person. Yes, Katie, I'll allow it.
Yet I choose cotton candy every time.
So what I think about is like what foods are going to fuel my body. Obviously, an apple is going to fuel my body better than a donut covered in ice cream.
Is that what you're saying really works for people that are connected enough with their body to like understand when they're hungry and when they're not hungry?
Okay, Miss O'Brien, at least you're being honest.
Doing that. So one of the things I'm working on, and I'm not necessarily using calorie counting as a tool for a tool. So it's not necessarily counting calories as it is recording calories.
Miss O'Brien, this whole stunt proves you're perjuring yourself. As the jury will soon discover, you are incapable of intuitive eating, as you honestly just admitted. And it is unsafe and unhealthy for you to promote exactly what this video encourages. Additionally, you are few calorie counting but prefer calorie recording? Do you believe that filming your food is a way of tracking calories? Or is this another fantastical buzzword? Estimated 700 calories.
That one has like a jam?
Some kind of jam on this one.
Okay.
Some kind of
Estimated 600 calories.
Look at that. Look at that. Yum.
I
Sandwiches.
think you just like sandwiches.
I just
The
like
cheese.
sandwiches.
Third stop, the craft pride. We may all agree that booze is just liquid permission for carbs to happen, and, well, you'll see. Suddenly, stop, number 4, via 313. We see 2 pizzas on the table, and from the footage, it looks like 1 pepperoni and 1 Cadillac pizza, and of course, 2 more beers. Then, to the sugar load of Gordeau's. This dish is called the Baby Rattler. which consists of a chocolate donut covered in Oreos and a 2-foot-long gummy snake. My insulin is crying just looking at it. Their sixth stop, yes, sixth, was to a restaurant called Bangers. If things weren't hectic already, this is where we really go off the rails. Your Honor is getting blurred vision and heart palpitations, but the court must go on. Stop number 7, La Patisserie. At this point, I suspect today is really taking a toll on poor Katie. She pushes through like a champ fueled by clout and a blood alcohol level approaching 0.08. We are not going to speculate her blood glucose level at this time. She's had enough trauma. Miss O'Brien and Katie make their way to Little Lucy's, a donut shop. Miss O'Brien, haven't you put this poor girl through enough? Another donut shop? This is starting to feel less like a court trial and more like witnessing a crime against poor Katie. I'll approve the motion for Katie to file a restraining order against donuts. And maybe Anna.
I'll be real. They're boring. But I do this wind. What? Who is she?
Next, we arrive at Super Lipo Pet. I see why you picked this one, Anna.
This, you know, walking the streets, visiting family, driving your car. Okay, you ready? Let me get a dabble of ice cream. You can just take a bite. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
It took only 9 stops for Miss O'Brien to have overcome her public eating anxiety.
Definitely like grown a lot in like how much I feel comfortable, but I still am aware. That's why I don't like eating in public.
Miss O'Brien, the court has to agree you had grown a lot, horizontally.
I always have chocolate on my mouth. It's because I'm living my best life.
Your Honor suspects that her idea of exposure therapy is less about healing and more about having an excuse and validation to eat in public.
Eating in public and doing this when there are clearly other people who can come and say something. It's uncomfortable.
All right, we had reached. What's that, bailiff? There's more. Oh, good God. My apologies to the jury. But Miss O'Brien has one more stop in her journey to self-discovery and healing. Stops number 10 and 11. An adult daycare? I guess that rings true.
Our last stop right now.
Oh, thank God. Unfortunately for Katie and the jury, Miss O'Brien isn't done yet. These two already hit over 9 different food and dessert stops in one day.
Our bacon and hot sauce. We've had a lot of eating today. I want to start with the bacon things because those look most interesting.
Okay.
So I'm going to take this fork.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Wait, really? I loved it. I love bacon.
Poor Katie had no idea what she was getting into. Now we had come full circle with the two ladies' differences of opinion. Miss O'Brien's taco is full of cheese. Katie's is full of veggies. A classic tale of cheese versus leaves. Miss O'Brien finishes up the video with a recap with Katie and a list of restaurants they indulged in. But here's our own recap. Between the two of them, they ordered an estimated of 18,463 calories. And that's with a lot of added grace. It's true that we don't know how much was consumed by either party or even a third party, and we don't know if any food is wasted and thrown away because they claim to not have enjoyed a lot of it. But the video does show some evidence. Most notably, empty plates on one side versus half-eaten on the other, mindful eating versus mindless eating. The defense calls this video exposure therapy. The court calls it BED content with backup vocals. So yes, Miss O'Brien, you claim that your audience doesn't know what you eat, but the jury has a good idea. Deliberation. Hold up. Are you telling the court this overjoyed, overweight, overachiever isn't actually some rare medical mystery with special obesity genes? What's really going on here? Is there nuance that her critics refuse to see? Or is her track record doomed to repeat itself? It does seem many of her haters are genuinely proud of Miss O'Brien for challenging herself and pushing to improve her fitness and lifting form. Still, some remain understandably skeptical, wondering if this is just another stunt she's using for views. Miss O'Brien's online career has been peppered with questionable content and controversies. We witnessed Bagelgate, multiple walking-related incidences, or WRIs, including the infamous rant, which really revealed her true colors. She promoted expensive, luxurious surgeries and treatments, including an experimental hyperbaric chamber. She was allegedly diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, yet continues to jog, hike, and lift weights. And she consistently prioritizes instant gratification over long-term payoff. O'Brien is a woman caught between wealth and health, choosing the path that monetizes faster. She truly believes she's a medical mystery, carrying unburnable fat and knowing exactly how to eat properly. Her current era seems like an improvement from her old ways. She's trying to better herself, but we've seen that before. She once benefited from GLP-1, and some say she's beginning a new cycle. Miss O'Brien has claimed that GLP-1 has helped improve her inflammation, and that's up for debate. But it's unreasonable to deny that reducing food intake would improve inflammation and swelling, especially in her case. If her high sugar, high sodium diet, which objectively causes inflammation, is improved by GLP-1, isn't she the ideal candidate? Perhaps it's not the GLP-1 itself, but the reduction of her highly inflammatory diet. But here's the thing. She doesn't get hate because she's fat. She gets hate because she uses positivity as armor against accountability. Her joy seems exaggerated. Her wellness arcs feel performative. Her mood, suspiciously unstable despite the constant smiles. Let's call it what it is. This isn't healing, it's content. This isn't empowerment, it's branding. Her target footage says it all. A grown woman squealing over protein snacks like it's a coping mechanism with a sponsorship deal. You can't outrun a bad diet no matter how hard you try. And let's zoom in on the part we don't see. Anna's joy is loud, bright, aggressively on, but only on camera. Because once the target squeals fade and the snack holes end, the court suspects the mood does too. We've seen this pattern before. High-pitched voices, cartoon-level excitement, just living my best life, pacing like an oversized toddler on pre-workout. But it doesn't feel regulated, it feels unsustainable. And that's the issue. This isn't fake it till you make it, fake it until the footage is done. And when it's done, the joy doesn't fade, it collapses. She markets healing, but the court sees emotion volatility, packaged and monetized. Mood isn't managed, it's manipulated for content. There's no quiet reflection, only her ever-inflated highs, victimized lows, just until the lights cut and the dopamine crashes. We don't hate that she's smiling. We just don't buy that she's smiling when the camera's off. Also, is it just me, or should a channel with 8.4 million followers have way more views? Sentencing. This one's for you, jury, the real stars of this case. Your verdict matters most in The People vs. Glitter&Lazers. But if you want to stick around for your honor sentencing and some jury shoutouts, here we go. Number 1. Miss O'Brien is hereby banned from entering the protein snack aisle of any store. She is court-ordered to stay strictly on the perimeter of every grocery store, where the fresh produce and the sensible choices live. No more wandering to the snack trap zones disguised as health food. 2. Miss O'Brien is sentenced to a strict Starbucks protocol. Only water or black coffee, no exceptions. All frappuccinos, sweetened lattes, and whipped cream concoctions are hereby classified as contraband. Her partnership does not grant immunity from the caloric police. And finally, number 3, the coach respect requirement. Miss O'Brien is court-ordered to follow Her new trainer's directions and advice without argument or dramatic flare-ups for a minimum of 90 days. Resistance will be met with mandatory extra cardio sessions on a treadmill of humility. Now, before we adjourn, a massive shout out to the real MVPs, my jury, my subscribers. They saw the new jurors join in the case. Welcome to the bench. And to my very first jurors holding down the fort, your verdict will keep the court honest and sharp. Keep those comments coming. Your voice is the gavel that rules the courtroom. Court is adjourned. But remember, Miss Glitter and Lasers, the internet is always watching.